nice night. I hope everybody's having a good evening. Finally got a little bit of free time tonight. I'm taking my boy on a walk. That boy, Mr. Gunderman. Gunny.
What was that? What is that, buddy? What is that, bud?
He's a good boy.
Oh, sorry, bud.
Cecil, when we do go to court, when you do go before the judge and you have to answer for the things that you've done, what exactly are you planning on charging me with? So the next video you make, bitching and moaning, I don't know, maybe you can share that. But the fact is, Cecil, you can't sue somebody for speaking about things that you put out there. Of course, Cecil, of course, when you say the sick shit that you have said and have put out, the content that you have put out, of course people are going to comment on that. Of course there's going to be talk. So think about that. Because you're wanting to sue somebody for exercising their freedom of speech. Kind of like how you like carrying your gun out in the open, and how you think that that's legal, how you say that the way that you do it is legal. That's your right to do that. Well, we have a right also to say whatever we want to say, especially on social media, reporting on another content creator's channel. Now, if you were able to catch me, hey brother, I hope you're good, man. Just walking down some side streets here in Covington. I'll see. So if you ever were able to catch me in the act of something, even if you did catch me on your street, even if you did see me walking on the sidewalk outside your house, what charge is that, Cecil? Let me say it like this. You put out a video, and I wish I could remember the exact quote, but it was something along the lines of, those girls were molested because me and my brother were blah 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 blah. Okay? So you said that in the video. Another person comments on that video, and you seem to think that that's illegal. You also put out videos talking about two little hot girls, two little underage hot girls. You expect people not to comment on that? You expect people not to try to expose you for things like that? You think that I think that I can get away with talking about you and so-called slandering your name? Well, you think you can get away with talking about two little hot girls and then talking about two underage girls getting molested while they're being babysat. That's where I'm coming from, because you're not going to get away with that. There's no way you're able to say these things and expose yourself without somebody standing up for what's right and exposing you for the creep that you are. Because Cecil, maybe you haven't done anything since then, like your sister says. But the fact remains that you did do something. The fact is that you did not want to move back in, just like you said on your last live today, Cecil. You said that the reason why you didn't want to move in back in with your cousin was because you were afraid that you and your niece, or your cousin's daughter, were going to get physically involved again. Or I think that you said that she was coming on to you. Why is that, Cecil? And then you were talking about how she was grabbing at your dick, at your junk. And you said that if she did that to another man, that she'd be taken advantage of. Actually, worse. Actually, what you said was much worse than being taken advantage of. But what really happened to where you couldn't move back in? Were you afraid that you were going to get exposed? Were you afraid that you were going to get caught? Cecil, all I'm doing is speaking about the things that you have said, the things that you've admitted to doing. It's not my job. It's not my job to pick and choose what you comment. It's not my job to pick and choose to comment on certain things that you've talked about. Anytime I hear you say something questionable, I'm speaking on it. And you think I'm afraid to question the things that you're talking about when it has to do with underage kids? Cecil, if me questioning the things that you have done puts me in court or puts me in jail behind bars, because it sure as hell seems like you've touched children in your life, so be it. Put me in jail. If me talking about the questionable things that you've done and said might save somebody out there one day, that would be amazing. I couldn't even put it into words. But I am 100%. Sorry guys, I'm being drugged by a 80-pound bulldog right now. Come on, buddy. We're kind of in the boonies. He's seeing all kinds of animals. But Cecil, I'm 100% prepared to go to court. I'm 100% prepared to fight for the ability to be able to speak on questionable things that I hear on social media. And I'm 100% prepared to go to jail for that cause. So please, I'm asking you, please, let's do this. Let's go to court. There is nothing else that I would want more than to be able to at least, I don't know if I could ever get you charged with anything. You know, no trolling, just speaking honestly. I don't know if I could ever get you charged with anything because it happened so long ago. But if I could at least take everything that you've said and present it in a way to let people know that people like you are out there on the internet talking about our kids, talking about minors that were molested, and letting the facts be known in open court. Let people know that there are people like you that talk like you do and admit to things like you do, all while carrying a gun in public. Dang, there's so many fireflies out there. It looks so awesome. Hey, Boston girl. Hey, Stevo. Hey, RV. Cecil, you also said that all this started because of Steve Huff. Let me tell you, this has nothing to do with Steve Huff. This whole channel, Cecil, is dedicated to you, to exposing you. Because I feel like you're that much of a creepy ass person that it needs to be done. You've said so much shit that makes me question if you have hurt a child. I have no doubts about what I'm doing. I have no regrets about what I'm doing. Believe me, you guys, I know how this seems, with video after video after video after video about one single person. I don't care if it prevents one kid from being hurt, or if it stops him from ever trying to do anything with another kid or anything like that. If it does anything like that, if it just brings to light a crime that happened 20 years ago, it's all worth it to me. So Cecil, get your evidence together. Get all the proof that you have that I've been to Covington, that I've been to your house and left notes and messages at your house. Get all the evidence that you have that I've been stalking your family. Get all that together and let's go to court. He's an English bulldog. Come here, buddy. This is Gunny. He's a good boy. I haven't seen him in a little while. He knew I was coming. And he was waiting on the front porch for me to pull in. You could probably tell by the way he's breathing. Or the way I'm breathing by being pulled by him. But that's about it, guys. I don't know what else to really say about it. I know Cecil's claimed this before, that he's going to take people to court and he's going to take everything from me, all my money and houses and property, and he thinks he's really going to shut it down, all because people are commenting on the shit that he's put out, on the content he's put out on a public platform. Good luck, Cecil. That's all I got to say. Good luck. But if it puts me in jail, so be it. I know you guys will visit me. Come on, buddy. Let's go home. Come on. Oh, I'll never stop fighting. Thank you, Boston girl. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm definitely good with it. And I know I troll a lot, guys, but in all seriousness, I've never been to Kentucky in my entire life. I just like getting Cecil's head spinning. But even if I would have to drive back and forth from Kentucky, from Michigan to Kentucky every month or whatever for court, I would happily do that to be able to expose him. So I don't know what kind of evidence he thinks he has, but I know a lot of stuff has probably has happened to him. But I can guarantee you, it has not, nothing from my end. Uh, I haven't done a lot of the things that he thinks I have done. I don't know if, I don't know what's happened. I don't know what has happened and that makes him think that he can take somebody to court for that. But if it ever does end up in court, I'm happy to go. So, but if all this stuff, if I really did do all this stuff, Cecil, that you claim that I did, it should be pretty easy to prove. So it shouldn't be that hard to get a court case going if I really did do all that stuff. So. Thank you, RV. I know I can always count on you, man. Cecil always likes to say that if I wasn't making videos on him, I would have no people over here. And I get it. I mean, hey, he is why we are all here right now. So he says that everybody's here because we don't like him, not because we like me or whatever. And I know you're right about that, Cecil, but what's that say about you? You've brought a lot of people together. I have almost 400 subscribers, Cecil, and I do nothing on this channel but expose you and comment on your videos. What does that say about you? I have more than a third of the followers that you have. And every time I have a live stream, Cecil, just remember, I have at least double of the people that you have in your chat every time. What's that say about you? So, thanks, Boston girl. I appreciate that. Yeah, he says, oh, Boston girl, he says I'm trying to get laid in my from my chats or my comments. I think he I don't know. He's seen me flirting or whatever. So he's trying to spin that off now. I think it's hilarious. But yeah, Boston, you know I'm over there creeping in the bushes on your live, so don't ever think I'm not there watching. But I appreciate it. Hey, we're all good friends, so that means a lot to me. But all right, I've been up and down this street about 3 times. I need to get this dog home. Yeah, we'll talk later. I love y'all. Have a good night. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for your support. RV, thank you. I'm sorry to hear about your friend passing away too, by the way, RV. Much love, guys.